Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Five and a half, I don't know how many years it's been. It's been a long time since I've actually sat down and wanted to talk to a camera. I kind of just disappeared when back, I think it was March of 2020, like COVID just was hitting. I remember, I think the last video I made was kind of a birth announcement on the day of Finn's birthday, March 26th, or shortly, like a couple days. I don't remember, and I didn't go back and watch videos, but he's 5. He's 5 now, and a lot has happened since that last video. I think that last video, I was in the midst of a relapse roller coaster that went on for some time. I remember in the hospital saying, yeah, I'm gonna keep drinking. I don't know. Thought I had it under control, but definitely had stints of 30, 60, 180 days sobriety, little legs of sobriety, as I used to call them. And it was a hell of a ride. Fast forward, I think we moved shortly. Yeah, we moved in July of 2020. Good 70 minutes from family. And then between my alcoholism, having a young kid, the pandemic, my wife's health, we decided to move home to Western Wisconsin in April of 22. And yeah, we bought a house out here, and it's a house, good interest rate this day and age. But yeah, I was still on the relapse roller coaster. And 2023 August, we had another little boy who is now about 20 months old, and that's a whole nother thing. Trying to juggle life with two. Fortunately, I get to work remote, so I've got a lot of autonomy and flexibility, which I am, in 2025, extremely grateful to have remote work. Trying to think, like, this is just the high level synopsis of everything that's happened since the last time I sat on this camera. I still drink coffee, but I drink decaf now. That's wild. So I don't drink alcohol, and I don't drink caffeinated beverages, occasionally, but let me see here. 2023 was a blur. I ended up, literal blur. I took a paternity leave of, I think, 10 to 12 weeks. Like, why? Because I could, and I'm never gonna get that much time off again until I retire, probably. So that was good until it wasn't. My drinking picked up probably more abusive than it ever was. I mean, there was definitely the snippets of the morning drinks and cracking beers at like 10 a.m. I mean, that wasn't exactly new to me. But it got to a point where I couldn't function without a 6 a.m. beer. Like, I would go for a walk in the woods, grab a couple of cans, walk around in the dead of winter even, and just slurp them down. And then we fast forward to December of 2023. If you're familiar with my story, in prior videos, my late wife gave me an ultimatum to get sober in January of 2017, which lasted about 2.5 years. And my current wife decided to give me a very, very similar ultimatum, but with even more consequence, that she and our two boys would leave, and that I would have to figure out something. So I remember calling and doing outpatient treatment. So I did, like, I think 12 weeks, maybe 14, I can't remember, but it saved my life. That and developing really healthy coping skills, or healthier coping skills, which I think is a huge thing that kids, teenagers, and adults do not get taught in life. Like, just box breathing. So 4 in, hold, exhale, rest. So it's like 4 seconds. You get the drift. But like I've been teaching that to my 5-year-old when he's got big feelings, is let's just do our breathing. And it's amazing how cathartic and how it can re-regulate your nervous system on the fly. But yeah, I did that treatment stint. Grateful to not have to go inpatient, but given what the bill was, even after insurance, might as well have just gone inpatient. It's just crazy how expensive it is to get help when you need it. It's so backwards in our country to, make somebody go for broke. I was fortunate, to be in a financial position to be able to afford it, but I know so many people who aren't. And I know those bills will rot in collections until the end of time. So yeah, completed outpatient treatment March of 24. Let's see what happened between March of 24 and today. I eclipsed a year sober. Still working on myself, still trying to figure out this thing they call life. It literally sometimes feels like you hit play on an old VCR or a tape and you just live the same tape over and over again. I've just found that life is not full of big dopamine spikes. It's ebbs and flows. There's seasons of it. There's depression. There's high functioning, executive function. It's just like today's the only day that we have, so to be grateful for it is imperative. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so conflicted about making a video again because I felt like I left y'all hanging, and for 5 years my creative bone has withered away into effectively nothing, into dust. But I kind of decided that I need to have some sort of creative outlet, whether it's talking about technology or coffee or non-alcoholic beers. I literally thought about reviewing non-alcoholic beers. It doesn't, like near beer doesn't seem to affect me at all, at least in this stint of sobriety. I kind of can get excited about them a little bit, but they're usually like, leave something to be desired, but there are also a bunch of them out there that have gotten so close to what I would call the real thing. I don't know what the real thing even tastes like anymore, but thought about doing that. Thought about getting some sort of like portable camera and doing some like walks in the woods or bike rides or camping, or honestly, I don't know. Like just want to call it a lifestyle channel, but I'm not ever aiming to get big with YouTube. The market's so saturated, but I feel like if I can just turn on the camera and get something out, whether it's something I want to share with the world or it's just a video journal for myself, honestly don't know. Yeah. Other than that, I'm still the same old me. I'm sure y'all are too. Like life's happened to you and it just keeps moving, right? Time is the only thing, the only currency that is worth, you can't get it. You can't earn it back. So just truly trying to just enjoy. I turn 40 next year, and that's kind of something, but age is just a number. I've got some goals I'm working on to do, like a 40 before 40. Probably won't be anything too crazy. Just traveling with 2 kids is tough, and this economy, like money's tight, right? Money's tight for a lot of us. We definitely are grateful and able to make ends meet and have nice things and cars and health insurance. So I know a lot of other people would kill to be sitting where I'm sitting. But yeah, that's really all I got. I'm an AMA. Maybe I'll go live someday and we can do an AMA and see, if people pop in and just ask questions. I'll be an open book and fire things off. But for that, pretty grateful to turn on the camera again and appreciate every single one of you.